I'm in 7th grade, I'm 12 years old, and I'm in speech therapy. I started over at Foxview in the 5th grade and had some great teachers that knew what I needed. Some people, when they think of speech issues, they think of the obvious, like a lisp or a stutter, and that's okay. Those are legitimate speech issues that people have to deal with every day. But my speech issue was a little bit different, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. My first speech issue was called a lateral lisp. A lateral lisp is where my SH, CH, and J sounded really sloshy. So words like cheese would come out like cheese. This is something that I knew that I wasn't going to outgrow and I'd have to retrain myself to do. So I need you guys to help me out. Can you say cheese on my count? 1, 2, 3.
Cheese.
Great job. I knew you could do it. So this time, I want you guys to say cheese again with me, but focus on where your tongue is located in your mouth. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Cheese.
Great job again. So can anybody tell me where your tongue was in your mouth? Sophia. Right, the tip of your tongue was really on the top or the roof of your mouth. This was different from me because my tongue would kind of just hang out there or even spill at the sides, like this, cheese. And that's one of the reasons why I started speech therapy. My second speech issue was called it was called fluency. Fluency is where I'd start talking and lose my train of thought. Lots of people wouldn't think of this as a speech issue, but it was very real to me and impacted how I spoke each day. Fluency was especially hard for me because I felt like I would take too long and people would get impatient with me. And this also affected my concentration in the classroom. So, for example, let's say that this is your train of thought. This is a conversation with your brother, a teacher at school, a friend. So what happened to me is through the day, my conversations would get lost and I'd have to restart, and then I'd be left with a pile of half conversations at the end of the day that I didn't know what to do with. Speech brought out a lot of feelings for me, like frustration, being tired, angry, sad, not smart, and hopeless. Miss Lucas Krause was totally nice, but it was a little bit weird. My first speech visit, I had opening wide and to show her where my tongue was in my mouth. It felt like I was at the dentist. I would use what looked like a space-age telephone. Sorry. There you go. I would use what looked like a space-age telephone to hear the words that I was saying over again. So I would use this just like a normal telephone, except I would use it just like a normal telephone, but I would say the words and I would be able to hear them back again. I would use books and cards to practice forming my mouth, and I would use a mirror and a fun rubber mouth to see where my tongue was and should be. For fluency, I used tapping and chunking. Tapping was finding the rhythm. So I would say it like this. So we can say this together. So what you have to do with tapping is you would find a rhythm in your speech, so you could tap on something and you would say it word by word. So let's say this together. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy duck and ran down the path. Good job. Now with chunking, what you do is you would work on saying the words just in groups of 3. So this would let me have a chance to have breaths in between my sentences and think about what I was going to say. So now let's try this. The quick brown
fox jumped over the lazy dog and ran down the path.
Good job. It's a little tricky though, because you just want to say the whole sentence. With lots of time and hard work, I saw improvement. I was able to say words better and express my thoughts more thoroughly, as it's hard to get a word in edgewise with my brother and dad. I didn't always want to do the work, and some days were better than others. But I noticed that my frustration, hopelessness, anger, sadness, tiredness, and the feeling of being not smart, it turned into confidence, happiness, less stress, and more self-aware. So next year is my monitor year. I'll be in 8th grade, and that means no more speech therapy, but the help will be there if I need it. I'd like to thank all my teachers, my friends, Miss Lucas Krause and Miss Kurlinski, my speech teachers, for always being by my side. So, if you're going to speech therapy or in speech therapy, don't be embarrassed or scared, because I did it and so did all these celebrities. Tiger Woods, Bruce Willis, Samuel Jackson, and Joe Biden, they all stuttered. Barbara Walters and Michael Phelps, they had a list. And James Earl Jones, Marilyn Monroe, and Julia Roberts, they also all stuttered, and many more. These are all really successful people, and I think that you should give me a couple years and I'll be there too.